UAV on station. The enemy is gaining ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and I am not in a good mood today. I don't normally make a video like this, but I was playing the beta, my blood's boiling, I want to rant. I know some people don't like that, and some people do, whatever. I'm frustrated with Modern Warfare 2 because, let's just face it, Infinity Ward are a bunch of delusional clowns. I'll probably regret this video because I'm probably going to say some stupid shit, but regardless, the more I play the beta, the more frustrated I get with it. The honeymoon phase is over, man. I've seen her without her makeup on, and what I thought might have been a solid 6 out of 10 is actually a butterface that believes astrology is a real science. Like, this is just getting ridiculous at this point. 6v6 is in shambles. I've been playing Invasion. I'll say this, I like Invasion, but more on that later. 6v6 is in shambles, man. Search and Destroy, my favorite game mode, is boring as shit because nobody can move. Nobody can make plays. No one can outthink or outmaneuver the other team. It's just holding lines of sight, which is odd because, like, half the game modes in this beta are no respawn. Yet no respawn modes are the most boring shit in the world in this game because you're not allowed to move. The game is straight up designed for bad players. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. Am I the best player in the world? Of fucking course not. I have thousands of videos. You guys see me. Sometimes I do all right. Sometimes I do great. Sometimes I do pretty shitty. I'm a player, right? At the end of the day, I have millions of kills in COD. I've been covering the franchise professionally for over a decade, and I think it's safe to say that this game is designed for bad players, man. They removed the minimap so they won't punish people for firing their guns at stupid times. It used to be, pick your shots. Don't just shoot aimlessly because that gives you away. You're an idiot if you do that. Well, we're gonna get rid of that. The new players, they want to shoot their gun. They want to go poo-poo. Then they remove dead silence as a perk because they want to punish people for actually moving. Like, oh no, Timmy's not that good at reflexes. He can't run around all that good. You have too much maneuver skills. Leave him alone. And then they remove reload canceling. Well, yes, I get that reload canceling is unrealistic. COD is not realistic. It's never been realistic. And removing it removes yet another skill factor from the game in a game where skill-based matchmaking runs fucking rampant, dude. It's ridiculous. Every game jumps and slides and stuff. Oh, it's ridiculous, man. Like, I just want to chill. I just want to relax. And I could forgive this nonsense if there was stuff to do in the game, but there isn't, and there isn't going to be. And you're probably saying, oh, but Nero, it's just a beta. Look at this, man. I talked about this in a recent video, but I confirmed it for myself. You guys can do this for yourselves as well. Go to your recent players tab in the Modern Warfare 2 beta. There are tons of people over level 30. It might just be a leftover asset from Modern Warfare 2019, but this could just be them kind of tracking these people that have played past level 30 because there's going to be that seasonal prestige system returning too. So that got rid of the minimap, got rid of dead silence, got rid of reload canceling, kept skill-based matchmaking, and if they get rid of prestiging too, what the fuck is there going to be to do in this game? Like, honestly, like, what is there to do without a proper prestige system, without a proper challenge system, 100% or dark matter, tangible things for the player base to work for? What is there to actually do? Just sit here and enjoy the lovely gameplay of Red Rover where the first person to move dies? Like, what are we supposed to do? If you go back to Modern Warfare 2019, they had a bunch of random challenges which would give you these random blueprints, but we all know the blueprints are stupid because they had a good system in the past in a game like Black Ops 4 where if you got a different blueprint and you changed the attachments would actually match the weapon, which looked fantastic, but in Modern Warfare 2019, they're like, nah, let's just give them a blueprint that looks okay. But if you change up any of those preset attachments, which, mind you, most of those attachments are complete ass, then the gun's gonna look terrible, and what's even the point? What is the point of getting those weapon blueprints? If they bring back that exact same challenge system, what's even the point of going about it and doing anything? There's no reason to, right? And so you could say, leveling up is fun. We could level up. Well, if there's no prestige system, leveling up is pointless. All you have is just the core gameplay at that point. And we don't know for sure. I will say, we don't know for sure what the challenge system is is going to be like when the game fully comes out. But the fact that they know so many people in the community love prestige mode and they love challenges and they love doing things aside from just playing the game and going pew pew pew, then they probably would have announced it by now, right? The game is set to come out in 1 month's time and they're yet to announce any of that. We do know that seasons are going to be coming. We know a battle pass is going to be coming. And look, I'm not against battle passes. I'm not against the DLC system that they have. I will say, and I've made videos on this in the past, the free DLC system is good, but it's also bad because back when we paid for DLC, we got a lot more content and we got content a lot more frequently. With free DLC, we're lucky to get one multiplayer map a month and then maybe they'll throw a random couple weapons on the battle pass. Like that's pretty much it. It's still free. It's still good. I like leveling through the battle pass. I like that you get enough COD points from the battle pass to buy the next battle pass if you want to. But aside from just a battle pass, which is an antiquated system at this point, like what else is there going to be to do in this game? This is why I quit Modern Warfare 2019. And I'm not here to say that I'm going to be quitting Modern Warfare 2. I'm still going to play the beta. I'm still going to play the full launch. I'll still be here with you guys every step of the way. We do daily videos here. I'm just venting my frustrations here because I do not want a repeat of that game. Because at the end of the day, if you don't overly enjoy the core gameplay, if the core gameplay is just barely passable for you and there's nothing to do aside from that, then you're not having fun. That's why I quit Modern Warfare 2019. The seasonal challenge system was actually kind of interesting, but I didn't give a shit because you got an animated emblem and you couldn't rank up. You didn't really get anything besides just an emblem for doing every challenge of that season. Like, what was even the point? I don't know. I don't get it. And the more I play Modern Warfare 2, the more frustrated I get because I'm having like flashbacks to Modern Warfare 2019 where the core gameplay is just ridiculous. Infinity Ward is making this game, and they've said it. They say with pride in their chest that they are making the game for stupid players. If you're a smart player, then you're just basically screwed, right? And I could forgive it if this was a brand new game. You know what I mean? If this was a random game by Ubisoft or some shit and it came out, it's a first-person shooter set in the modern times, it's got modern military combat and whatever, and this was their design philosophy, then sure, it's a brand new game, it's a brand new IP. This is not a new game, it's not a new IP. Did you guys know that Call of Duty is turning 20 next year? In 2023, the franchise will be 20 years old. I've been playing it for 15 years, for crying out loud. We have all these systems, all these things that we've seen in the past, things that we know work in the COD franchise, and things that people like myself, and I'm sure like many of you out there, things that we love about the series and things that make the series what it is. And then Infinity Ward comes out and they say, you know what?
You think you do, but you don't.
They're telling us that they don't want us to have a normal minimap. They don't want prestige mode. They don't want reload canceling. They don't want dead silence. They won't want people to be able to move. They don't want bad players to feel bad. It's okay to be bad at a game. That's what's so crazy about like the new era of gamer, right? And it's not even necessarily just the gamers themselves. I think gamers nowadays are way better than they used to be back when I first started. I think it's the new era of the games industry. They're trying to just squeeze out as much money as they can from every single player out there. And like it or not, you're watching NerosCinema, right? You're a hardcore COD fan. Even if you don't play anymore, you're still a hardcore COD fan. No one watches me unless they're really into the COD franchise, right? People like you and me, they don't care about us. They don't give a shit because we are the minority. We are a fraction of the player base. I would estimate at most we are like 20% of the player base. The average COD player, who it's quite clear that Infinity Ward completely caters to, is that guy that just goes to work, comes home, plays a couple games on his TV, on his couch. It's like halfway across the room. He came and read the minimap. He has no idea what's going on. Doesn't even have a headset. He's just running around going, oh, I got some kills. Oh, this is great. And to an extent, I envy that person because that was me in 2007 when I first started playing the franchise. But the difference between now and then was back then they did not cater to those players. They did not specifically make the game designed for that person who doesn't actually care, because you know what? That person's going to buy the game, they're going to get their $70, and that's it. The super hardcore players, the whales, they're going to buy all the skins in the shop. In between those two groups of people, they're going to make all their money. And then right there in the middle, the normal person like us that just buys the game, doesn't blow money on stupid microtransactions and shit like that, and just wants to play the game and enjoy the franchise that they've played for so long, they don't give a shit about us because we are the minority. You know, there's more money to be made out there by just catering to the super casual fans and then catering to the whales. That is what they do now. And it's quite clear. We read the blog post, man. I read it out in the videos. They specifically say they don't want people to be punished for firing their guns. That was a skill you had to learn back in 2007, back in Call Call of Duty 4, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, even going to Black Ops 1. You know, I realize I'm older than most at this point, but even going back to games like Black Ops 2, going back to games like Black Ops 3, for crying out loud. These were skills you had to learn. You didn't just fire your gun aimlessly because you knew that gave you away. There was a bit of skill involved there, because you would sometimes, I think Wings of Redemption way back when called it ringing the dinner bell, where if you knew somebody was like on the other side of a building, you might fire your gun a couple times to kind of make them think that you're looking at somebody else, you're firing at someone else, so they might push you, and then you'll be able to take them out. There was a skill involved with that, and they just got rid of it by getting rid of the normal traditional minimap. Dead silence as a perk, being able to navigate the map in such a way, but also having counters to it, right? You could still hear dead silence if you had the headset on, but also dead silence was in the same perk category as other powerful perks, and you had to make a very important decision with your class so you could build your class to be as good at your particular playstyle as you possibly could. But nowadays, that's not even a thing. Just, we have 2 perks now, and you might earn your other perks later on, depending on how long you play. Like, it's... Oh my god. My voice is getting shot between the Browns game last night and Browns beat Steelers. Eat your heart out, Steeler fans. I was excited about that, but I lost my voice a little bit shouting at that game, having a good time with the buddies, and then today I get on the beta, and it's disappointing, man. And again, I'll probably regret this video. It's one of those things like when you're so like passionate about something, you just want to get it out and you say some stupid shit in the heat of the moment, but then like later on when you're calmed down, you're like, I probably shouldn't have said that. This video might just be that, but like right now, I'm just like, I'm livid, man. Like, I like Invasion. I talked about at the very beginning of the video. I like Invasion because it's not even COD. And it's not even trying to be COD. What's annoying about 6v6 is it's COD, quote unquote, but it's not COD. It's not the COD that we all know. It's like a dumbed down, like 3rd grade level of Call of Duty, you know what I mean, compared to the stuff that we've had in the past. Whereas when you play Invasion, it's like half Battlefield, half COD. You just turn your brain off. Half the people on the other team are bots. You get inside vehicles. You just start running people over. It's a good time, man. And if the game does have challenges in the full launch, then sure, maybe it's a good place to go do your long shots and shit. Like, I don't know. I have more fun doing this because I don't take it seriously. I just say, whatever, I'm going to run around and just, you know, test out guns, try the sniper rifles, do whatever. You know what I mean? But when I go back to 6v6, it's so frustrating because they took the game franchise that we all know and love, the franchise that is built on such history and prestige, not that that's a thing anymore, and they're just bastardizing it at this point. That's what it is, dude. It's what it is. I'm frustrated. And hopefully you guys got a laugh out of the video as well, because I have a feeling when I listen back to this, I'm like, God, you're an idiot. But it's how I feel. You know, I'm still, you know, all these years later, I'm still passionate about the COD franchise. I love the series. I want it to succeed. I don't want 2 years of Modern Warfare 2019 with no alternatives besides Warzone on my phone. Come on, man. Like, we need something better than this. Infinity Ward, do something. Like, it's okay for players to be bad at the game, because you know what? If they like the game enough, they'll get good at it. And getting good at a game like Modern Warfare 2, like, there's very little difference between a bad player and the good player. The bad player is probably the one that dies more. The good player is the one that somehow finds a window to sit in and has the other players just keep running to him. Like, that's basically the difference. Like, if you show me gameplay of like the best player in the world versus like someone who's like pretty mediocre, there's really no difference in a game like Modern Warfare 2. The skill gap is so small in between. There's not much you can actually do to differentiate yourself as a good player, because they removed all the tools that we had to do that. And now we're in a situation where the only way to be good is just pick your best M4 class and don't move. Woo! What a good time it is. But ladies and gentlemen, that's it for this rant here today. I don't know. We'll see if tomorrow's video is a bit more positive. Thank you all so much for listening. Be sure to subscribe if you guys are new around here, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.